Thank you all so much for clicking on this Cowboys Report video. A lot of you enjoyed our Cowboys vs. Rams watch party. We are planning on doing one for week 2 as well, this time Cowboys versus the Falcons. So if you want to be a part of that, if you want to enjoy the bringing the bar to you guys during the game, I need you all to subscribe right now to the Cowboys Report. All right, time to break down some rumors around the Dallas Cowboys. Leighton Vander Esch, he's going to miss 6 to 8 weeks. So are the Cowboys just going to go with internal options to replace him? I think this is the likely path. I'm going to give it 3 stars. It could change. Maybe if, Joe Thomas struggles this upcoming week or the Cowboys get concerned about their depth, it could change. But the plan right now, per Jerry Jones, is they're going to go with the internal guys on the roster. And I think we'll mention Francis Bernard here in a little bit. That might be the top replacement on the active roster. Again, Vander Esch set to miss 6 to 8 weeks. He will go on IR. Then he will be able to return. Once Vander Esch went down, remember, Luke Gifford was inactive in week 1. But even once LVE went down with that broken collarbone, it was the Joe Thomas show. Justin March didn't even play on defense. So for the Cowboys, I think there are some concerns about making Justin March anything more than a special teams guy. Gifford was a bit banged up leading up to the week in practice. He was not active. So it was clearly just Jalen Smith and Joe Thomas. You saw some more Darryl Worley in there as well. No real big nickel looks from the Cowboys either. I am concerned about the depth at linebacker, although my expectation, and we'll see if I'm correct or not, but you have the roster spot available now, I expect you will see Francis Bernard get the call-up from the practice squad to the active roster, or even just at least making him active on game days. Remember, 2 practice squad guys each week can be promoted to that 53-man roster. So I think Bernard will be the quote-unquote replacement for LVE. Now, we will discuss some potential free agent guys that have been linked to the Cowboys. Before we dive into that, I want you guys to name a player that you want the Dallas Cowboys to sign. So let me know in the comments section. If you put down Clay Matthews to replace Leighton Vander Esch, you are wrong. Fake news on this one. Clay Matthews is not an LVE replacement. I saw this from a lot of different, not just people on Twitter, but from a lot of sports media personalities. And I guess they just went, oh, Mike McCarthy, Packers, linebacker. It's not how it works, guys. Matthews, yes, he has the ties to McCarthy. And again, 1-year vet deal, okay, sure. Clay Matthews is a pass rusher. He's not a middle linebacker. What's your plan for bringing Clay Matthews in? You're going to put him at middle linebacker and let the 34-year-old dude cover tight ends over the middle? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Again, 1-year deal, vet minimum, bring him on as a backup edge guy. Okay, sure, whatever, that's fine. He's a pass rusher. He hasn't been the off-ball linebacker type, that middle linebacker, that weak side linebacker, since 2015. So my issue for Clay Matthews is, where do you get him on the field? He's not a linebacker with the way the Cowboys use the Jalen Smiths, the Joe Thomases, or the LVEs of the world. So now you got to put him at defensive end or edge rusher. There's a difference there, guys. I continue to remind people. DeMarcus Lawrence, Alden Smith, Everson Griffin, Tyrone Crawford plays inside and outside. Those guys are better players than Clay Matthews. So, I mean, do you want to have Clay Matthews play over Dorrance Armstrong? Okay, maybe that one can kind of make some sense. And if that's the argument, I understand it. But if your plan is sign Clay Matthews to replace LVE, guys, they just don't play the same position. They're very different ones. It's not a path that makes sense for the Cowboys in terms of an LVE replacement. If you want to sign him as an edge, okay. Linebacker, no. But of course, this is a show for the people. So should the Cowboys sign Clay Matthews? I will open up this one more as if you want to allow him to be a backup edge rusher. Type 1 for yes, type 0 for no. This will be the pinned comment on today's video, so if you get the ad break, scroll on down and get your votes in. I'm still not in a great mood. Did you like how the Cowboys played in week 1? Actual headline from Fansided. Are we just making things up now? I don't know how you could have watched that game and went, "Aw, yeah, baby, this Cowboys team." What? The performance was not good. There were a bunch of different lines from this article. I'll pick out a couple. The one that bothered me the most was, quote, Cowboys look good in all phases. What? Are we just lying? Did we pre-write the article and just changed it because of the result? Are we actually blind? Like, there's no way the Cowboys, the reaction from week 1 is like, let's go, baby. This team is cooking. Oh, they're going to be so good. Scored 17 points. They couldn't stop the run. They missed another long field goal. The punting was not good. They were bad in all the phases in week 1. I don't know about you guys, but I'm feeling kind of angry after the first week. You guys can get your votes in. H for happy, A for angry. I'm not saying panic and blow everything up. That's not where I'm at right now. But we should not be feeling good after a week 1 loss to the Rams. Now, week 2 is coming up, and I'm not bailing on this team yet. The bookies aren't bailing yet either. Cowboys a 4.5-point favorite against the Atlanta Falcons. I feel confident in the Cowboys this week. I know week 1 was bad. The Falcons are not that good. I feel good about this team. They're not going to start the year 0-2. So here's what I'm doing. If you're a new bettor, head over to our sportsbook partner, BetUS. Just go to chatsports.com/bet. Use the promo code Cowboys125. Place a bet on the Cowboys to cover that spread, 4.5, or whatever it ends up being. Lines always change, against the Atlanta Falcons. If the Cowboys don't cover, I will Venmo you guys $50. I'm not bailing on this team just yet. Yeah, they were bad week 1. Come on, they're going to be okay. This is a good football team. So that's my guarantee to you. If you place a bet on the Cowboys, new bettors only, by the way, with our sportsbook partner, BetUS. So, Jersey guys, you're not eligible here. If the Cowboys don't cover, I will Venmo you guys $50. If you have questions, feel free to hit me up on Twitter at WhatGoingDowney. Let's go now to Earl Thomas. We're back on this one here. Guys, if they were going to make a move, it would have happened today, right? Or last night. Like, there were people out there tweeting, Earl Thomas coming to the Cowboys after week 1, book it, guaranteed. The Cowboys keep saying, namely Stephen Jones, nope, we're not interested right now. I think it's 1 star. There is still a chance. Maybe week 3 it'll be different. Maybe Darian Thompson struggles or whatever. There is still a chance, and I don't want to give too much false hope, but I'm not feeling confident in the Cowboys choosing to go after Earl Thomas. In fact, ET might still be waiting a little bit, because as good as Earl Thomas is, Cowboys don't seem to. Here's what Stephen Jones said on the radio the other day when asked about Earl Thomas directly. No, we're trying to focus on our guys that we have right in the building right now, which, look, he also mentioned, oh, yeah, we're always trying to improve. Classic, GM, front office, head coach speak, whatever. They haven't shown much interest. I know there was a report they were going to meet with them. I don't think that was right. And this is a player who, as you guys know, he would help the team solely from a talent perspective. But, guys, ET would help a lot of NFL teams right now. The fact that he's unsigned is significant. It is telling. It is a big deal. I know that Darian Thompson didn't play great. I don't think we're that surprised. I thought Xavier Woods was fine, but he's probably more of a number 2 safety right now, or maybe a low-end 1 if you rank them all from, 1 to 64. On field, I have interest. Off field, clearly the reason why here. I know the vested veteran thing, which we've discussed before, was a big deal. The longer this goes, I think the percent chance should drop. We're like a day removed from people saying 100%. So get your votes in, all right? What is the percent chance that the Cowboys will sign Earl Thomas? If you put down 100, I am sorry, I don't think that's right. I think it's 25% at absolute most. Maybe things change, but right now, I'm not feeling optimistic. Let's go to Damon Harrison now. Snacks. You guys know I am the founder of the Fatties Only movement. I'd love to bring him in. I'm only going to give it 2 stars right now, and that is certainly me trying to speak it into existence, at least just a little bit here. I'm all aboard the idea of it, because we watched that week 1 game, and it was the same Cowboys team for last year where, yep, Dontari Poe's out there, but they still got beat pretty badly on the run. Malcolm Brown was just falling forward. They didn't have that many negative runs. You still are lacking that dynamic run-stopping option here. So the run defense was not good. I would explore Damon Harrison. The Cowboys didn't really explore it that much in the offseason, but he's still out there. Like, if you can get Snacks on a 1-year deal for close to the vet minimum, I mean, I think you do that. You have some roster spots available right now. I know maybe defense tackle isn't your biggest need at the current moment because you're not going to move on from Neville Gallimore. He's still young and developing. Maybe you should have restructured Tyrone Crawford's deal based on the Week 1 results. You have Dontari Poe, but you have roster spots to play with right now. Heck, maybe you could try and get creative and do the whole Damon Harrison practice squad thing, just like they did with Brandon Carr. So I would want to sign Damon Harrison. I think if you're going to rotate Dontari Poe, as much as the Cowboys did in Week 1, you can make room for Snacks Harrison too. But I, of course, want to hear from you guys. So type your votes for me. 1 for yes if you want to sign Damon Harrison, or 0 for no. We will wrap up with the stupidest trade idea you will see. I'm just going to go with all week because, well, there's always something stupid out there. Mike Tannenbaum, the failed and fired former NFL GM, tweeted out this idea. Trade Zack Martin for Zach Ertz. What are we doing here? That doesn't make any sense. Excuse the mistake there. This is horrible. Why would you trade Zack Martin for Zach Ertz? There's so much wrong with this. I want to break it down one more. First off, Tannenbaum spelled Zack Martin's name wrong. Okay, mistake number 1 there. Number 2, I am fine with trying to trade for a tight end. You lose Blake Jarwin, I get that. What you cannot do is fill one need by making a different spot a even bigger need. Who are you starting to guard if Zack Martin's out? Connor McGovern, who wasn't even active? Cam Irving's hurt. By the way, in general, don't get your hopes up for the Eagles trading Zach Ertz to the Cowboys. That's just probably not going to happen. Also, Zack Martin is a future Hall of Famer at guard. He is, I still think, your best offensive lineman and one of the best guards, if not the outright best guard. It's him and Quentin Nelson in the NFL. And you literally just restructured his deal. So if you trade Zack Martin, you're eating money. Like, you're going to lose cap space by bringing on Zach Ertz and trading away Martin. This was simply stupid. It does not make any sense. It is an absolutely horrible trade idea. How was this man employed in the NFL? Like, why would you think, oh, yeah, let's trade the tight end for a guard? This is why you should be subscribed to the Cowboys Report, folks, because we're not going to put out these just trash trade ideas. So if you haven't already, let's subscribe and don't pay attention to anything failing GM Mike Tannenbaum has to say. Hey Cowboys fans, thanks for watching the Cowboys Report. If you haven't already, click right here to subscribe to our channel for all the best Cowboys coverage on the internet. That's news, rumors, highlights, mailbags, film studies, and a whole lot more. And I'm making your lives a little bit easier as well with the next Cowboys Report video right here.